What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and today we are checking out the helifar FUUTON 2, the 215 millimeter independent ESC configuration FPV racer find and fly version, and this one came with the FR Sky XSR receiver. It is a stretched X-frame configuration, and the arms are measuring in at 4 millimeters in thickness, and the sandwich plates and the top plate is measuring in at 2 millimeters in thickness. Now let's go ahead and bring the scale out and give this baby a weigh in, just like this, ready to fly at the moment without the battery. So it is coming in at 298 grams. Nice. Very close to 300 grams. Now, it is a super duper looking quadcopter. I really love the design. Nice flat area so you can mount your action camera on the top with some Velcro strap cutouts already in place. The only thing is you see that the VTX antenna is mounted on the side of the quadcopter, and the coax cable is coming off to the side. Now, when I took it out of the box, the Velcro strap was coming up and over the coax cable, so I kind of moved the coax cable, unloosened the screw here a little bit so I can put the Velcro strap up underneath, so when I tighten up the battery it does not bother the coax cable. They could have done a little bit differently and mounted the antenna in the back here somewhere that would have raised the antenna up a little bit higher and get all of this coax cable up underneath so it does not bother anything. But so far it hasn't given me any problems yet. Now, taking a look at the bottom here, there's the battery pad, the non-slip pad. It already comes cut out and adhered onto the bottom plate. I left the little cover on here just to show you that it comes with a little cover, but once you take this cover off, very non-slip pad, so very nice. And another thing, since we're down here, as you can see, there's a bunch of holes on the bottom plate. Right now it is a 30 by 30 stack, so we are using those screws up over here, but there's already some holes already pre-drilled to accommodate a 20 by 20 stack as well. So a very versatile frame indeed, and very solid build as well. I can't even bend these arms at all, and I'm really a fan of this sandwich arm style configuration instead of a solid unibody. I think it gives it more rigidity. So taking a look at the props first, we got some 5048 tri-bladed props, clear ones, and I believe these are Racer Star branded props. It does not say, but from experience it looks just about the same as the Racer Stars. Now, the motors themselves here are not marked, and we are told that they are the helifar branded motors. It is the 2305 2400 kV motors, and they are directional motors. As you can see, we got the black screws here and the silver screws, so the shaft have tightening, self-tightening type of shaft. So if you are to switch the prop direction or the motor direction, you will probably need to swap out the motors. But then again, if you look at the nuts, they are the locking nuts, so you might get away with just this configuration here if you want to swap the motor direction and the prop direction as well. Now, the motors are able to handle 3 to 4S, and the ESCs that we are given are the independent ESCs, and they are the latest BL Heli 32 30 amp D-Shot 1200 ESCs, also able to handle 3 to 4S as well. And we are given some heat shrink to hold down the ESC as well. I went ahead and further secured the ESC wires down a little bit because they were kind of popping up, and as you know, if you bend your props, you are going to hit those wires. So just further secure down the ESC wires with some black electric tape. So it has to go through the electric tape first, but you know, if you're gonna get hit with the props, then it's going to cut them wires. Now, the Flight controller itself is the Holybro Kakute F4 flight controller here. As we can see, it is a double stack formation, and it is also the power distribution board as well. So it's serving dual purpose because we do not have the 4-in-1 ESC or the power distribution board. So this is functioning as it as well. Now it is the Kakute F4 V2 flight controller, and this one has that floating gyro as well to isolate the gyro from the flight controller. So very, very nice. Instead of isolating and soft mounting the flight controller, you don't have to do that because the gyro is floating on top of some foam. So very nice. 128 megabyte data flash for black box logging needs, and it also has 6 UARTs in total, all usable due to the USB VCP driver, and this is pre-installed with Betaflight OSD. So very nice. Right above it we have the Holybro Atlanto HV-TX. So this is kind of like getting the Holybro Copus 1 internals here. So very, very nice. It has a 0.5 milliwatt for pit mode, 25, 100, 200, 400, and 600 milliwatt switchable VTX with mono audio. It is a 40 channel VTX with MMCX connector, and we are given the Pagoda 2 antenna. Now it is sporting the Immersion RC tram protocol as well, so you are able to change the channels, the bands, and the power output through your OSD menu. So just awesome component here. Now the camera up in the front is the Runcam Micro Swift with the 600 TV line 2.3 millimeter lens. It is the CCD camera. Field of view on this baby is 145 degrees. Now, interesting thing about this camera, it is mounted via a 3D printed mount up onto the front standoffs, which I think is just brilliant because it kind of isolates the camera as well, kind of soft mounts the camera instead of that carbon fiber frame we usually see for the side plates and the camera being screwed on it. Now it has a tilt angle capability that is just ridiculous. You can go all the way up, and because it is mounted on those standoffs, you are able to kind of move the camera up and down just by moving those little mounts up and down. So you can tilt your camera all the way. If it's hitting the bottom plate, you can raise it up a little bit, and if it's hitting the top plate, you can push it down a little bit. So just a fantastic mount for the FPV camera, I think. So like I said, the receiver that we are given on this model is the FrSky XSR receiver, and here are the receiver antennas coming off the sides or in the back, which I have taped it to the hind legs. Now I've done this with some of my other quadcopters and I did not have any problem with it whatsoever. So what I did was I put some electric tape to insulate the antenna wires from the carbon fiber frame, and then place the antenna wire, and then put some more electric tape to hold it down. So yeah, it hasn't given me any fail safes or anything, so awesome. Now looking on the side here, there is a buzzer we are given here. No LED lights, but we are given a buzzer, and it was just dangling with a couple of wires attached to it. So I put a little bit of hot glue to hold it down in place, and that is just about everything that I have done. And oh yeah, like I said, I did put some extra electric tape to hold down the ESC wires, and I did put a zip tie to hold down this heavy gauge XT60 connector, and it is a very nice connector indeed. So let's take a look at what else we get in the box here. Now this is the box that it came in, very reminiscent of the initial FUUTON, and has this top foam, very nice. And here is the cutout. The quadcopter was installed in here. One thing, you are not able to put the quadcopter back after you have put the props, which is kind of sad, but it is a nice looking transporting box. All of the props were in here, and some of the other stuff was in there. So very, very nice packaging. And we are also given some instruction quick start guide some specs and some features. And up on the other side, binding procedure for the FR Sky bind and fly version, and some QR code if you want to check that out. So there's the instruction manual, and we also get a little spare parts list as well. So pretty nice there. And we were also given a little piece of paper that came along with the run cam, and a little bag of goodies. This is the joystick controller for your run cam, so you can manipulate the brightness and stuff like that, and some double-sided sticky tape and stuff like that. And we also get another set of those clear 50-48 tri-bladed props, and the other one of course came in a bag as well. I took the liberty of putting it on myself. All right, so that is just about it for the tabletop here. Look at the Helifar FUUTON 2. So let's take it outside and check this baby out. All right, we are just about ready to go with our test flight of the Helifar FUUTON 2. We got a Tattoo R-Line 1300 milliamp battery attached to it. I got the remote control already turned on, so let's go ahead and power this baby up and check it out for the very first time. Line of sight test. Nice and smooth, very quiet. Oh yeah. Whoa. Yeah, it's got nice power with the 4S. Very smooth too. Okay, let's do a little punch out here. Pretty decent punch out. Not bad. So quiet. Oh yeah, man. This thing's got tons of power. Damn, I'm gonna lose the quadcopter. Very nice. Very smooth, and yet it's got so much power. I'm using the props that it came with.
30 seconds.
Okay, flicked it over to acro, trying out some acro moves.
20 seconds.
Very nice.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes left.
Yep, very smooth of a flyer. Yeah, I don't hear that much prop wash. Very soft prop wash. Very nice. Nice. Okay, we've been flying for a little over 3 minutes already. So let's go ahead and bring it in for a landing and check it out with some FPV goggles. There we go. All right, here we go with our first FPV flight with the Helifar FUUTON 2. Let's go ahead and check it out. Beautiful day out. Wow, what a smooth flyer. Just totally smooth. Not bad.
1 minute.
Wow, not much prop wash, guys.
Seconds.
Very, very nice. I'm using another Tattoo R-Line 1300. There's a little bit of a prop wash there.
7, 6, 5,
wow, very, very nice.
3, 2, 1. Timer elapsed.
Right out of the box. Oh my God. Very awesome. She is a performer. Wow, this one is nice. Okay, right around 2.5 minutes, I need to bring it in. Or I gotta think about bringing it in. Well, there's a little bit of a prop wash there up around the turns. There you go. Alright, so right around 3 minutes, guys, with the 1300 milliamp Tattoo R-Line. But I am very, very impressed with my first FPV flight. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I'm going to bring it in. And there is a little breeze too, by the way. Alright, that is our first FPV flight with the helifar FUUTON 2. Very, very, very nice. Alright, so there you have it, guys. My review and test flight of the new helifar FUUTON 2. It is just an amazing quadcopter. Just a fantastic build quality, and it flies just awesome right out of the box. Right on par with the Holy Bro Copus 1, I believe, because of the shared internals here. Just a fantastic of a flyer. I highly recommend this quadcopter. I think it's one of the best quadcopters that I have flown so far this year. All right, so that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.
creative imagination began to build a new art form.